Okay, so here are the ingredients for the vegan, no oil, baked macaroni and cheese. So you can either use the brown rice pasta or the wheat pasta, and I think I'm going to use this one today. This Whole Foods, just pasta shells. And then you have like two medium potatoes, an onion, and your spices. You know I love my spice. So you have garlic, sea salt, paprika, and red pepper, and some kind of milk. I have unsweetened soy milk here today. I don't have any fresh lemons, but some lemon juice and your nutritional yeast. So that is essentially it. The ingredients for this macaroni and cheese. And this is actually not going to be a baked macaroni and cheese. Just because I'm not quite sure how that's going to work. I want to try that next. But for now, we're just going to make it stovetop. Okay, so this is my baked macaroni and cheese food journey. So one thing that I absolutely loved was baked macaroni and cheese. My mama's baked macaroni and cheese and my baked macaroni and cheese. That was my favorite food. And actually, I think it was probably the reason why it took me so long to become a vegan, because I just could not give up that dish. That was one dish that I could not eat a whole lot of things, but baked macaroni and cheese was one of those dishes that I just could not see myself living without. But once I decided to become vegan, first raw, and then a cooked vegan, when I did sort of taste a little bit of anything with dairy, it really didn't appeal to me anymore. It tasted like sour milk, but I still had that desire to have my baked macaroni and cheese, particularly around the holidays. So I learned how to make vegan baked macaroni and cheese, and I thought it was pretty good. Everyone that I made it for didn't think it was so, but I thought it was quite tasty. It took me, actually the first year that first couple of times that I made it, it was sort of like it wasn't bad, but of course I still had that taste memory in my head, and I was comparing it to a certain extent to what I used to eat. But after a while, your taste buds change, and I really actually crave sometimes around the holidays, my vegan big macaroni and cheese. However, in my quest to become as healthy as possible, or to live like an optimal healthy lifestyle, based on where I am at the time, I realized that the cheese that I was using wasn't the best thing, the vegan cheese. Now, let me state that, vegan cheese for the most part is pretty nasty, doesn't melt, so on and so forth. We all know that. But, this Daiya brand came out about, 5-6 years ago, and it is really good. Once I discovered that cheese, I was like, okay, I can do this. Not only can I have my baked macaroni and cheese, I can also have, my vegan pizza and other dishes that I wanted to sprinkle the cheese on. So, but anyway, once I discovered that Daiya wasn't the best thing for me, I had to explore other options again. But after listening to Dr. Caldwell Esselstyn, Dr. Michael Clapper, Bernard Neal, and Caldwell Esselstyn is always saying no oil, no oil, no oil. He's done a lot of work on heart disease. I decided to take as much oil out of my diet as possible. So I've been doing that for about a year successfully. And so that meant, and in the beginning I was kind of still eating the Daiya cheese. Not a lot, just like maybe once every, I don't know, I probably had it twice this year. And because I didn't really dawn on me at the time that, oh wow, this might be mostly oil. So I checked the back of the package, as I do with most things that I purchase, but for some reason, I guess I was just really hoping that it was made out of something beyond just a bunch of oil. And of course, when I looked at the ingredients, it's water, tapioca flour, and oil. That's basically it. So, and three kinds of oil: canola oil, I think sapphire oil, and coconut oil. So basically, you're just eating mostly oil, tons of saturated fat. Uh, so that was kind of disheartening. But anyway, so I explored making some. If I wanted something cheesy tasting, I would just use nutritional yeast. It satisfied my whatever cheesy urge or taste buds, but I still didn't kind of fit the bill. So now that the holidays are coming up, I wanted to explore something else, something besides the Daiya cheese. So I did some research and I found that you could use potatoes, and the recipes that I found are, they were okay, but I like my stuff to be very well seasoned. So I definitely adjusted those recipes. So and this is what I came up with. So the first thing you're going to do is dice the potatoes and put just enough water to cover them up, and you want to cook the potatoes until they are soft. And then over here, and this is something that I added, is to sort of fry. Oops. Okay, so over here are my onions, and so chopped them up, and they are cooking now. And water, just enough water to cover them. Then I have some boiling water here for my pasta shells. So the potatoes are soft, and I am going to put them in the blender with the onions. Okay, so the potatoes are in the blender, and I'm going to add about a half a cup of soy milk. And I have my spices here. I have like a pinch of cayenne, a pinch of paprika, and about a half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And for the cayenne, you can do that to taste. If you watch any of my other videos, you know that I like my stuff a little bit spicy. So yeah, that is to taste. And I have about 5 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, and I'm going to add some salt to taste, and I may even add some black pepper to taste. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to blend this. I'm going to add about a half of a teaspoon of lemon juice. So I'm going to blend this, and we will see how it goes. So all of the ingredients are in the blender, and I'm going to add about a half a cup of water, and I'm going to blend. Okay, I'm going to check this out. OMG, it is so good and it's so creamy. I'm going to show you later, but I added some salt and pepper to taste, and I'm going to just blend it really quickly again, and essentially we are done. You get some sense of the consistency here. So I just paused it really quickly, and now we are going to put the pasta in the bowl, and we will give it a try. But so far so good. So here's my pasta, and I'm going to pour my cheese sauce, and it's really good, and we are going to taste it. Okay, so here is the macaroni and cheese. So it is really good. As you can see, of course, I sprinkled some red pepper and some black pepper on top. And I think the trick to this dish is the nutritional yeast, because a lot of the recipes I saw called for just like 1 or 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. It still tasted like mashed potatoes to me. So the trick is to add enough nutritional yeast and add some spices. Do not be afraid of spices. And it tastes really, really good. So if you have a craving for cheese, macaroni and cheese, give this recipe a shot. And the thing is that I haven't tried to bake this, so that's going to be the next experiment to see how it comes out if I bake it a little bit in the oven. So it's really good, and I definitely advise you to give it a try, particularly if you want to use less oil, whether it's the Daiya cheese, or you don't want to add any more of that vegan butter to your dishes. And give this a try, because I think that if you're a macaroni and cheese lover like I am, particularly a baked macaroni and cheese lover, this will satisfy that sort of taste memory that you have. Yeah, so this is not something that I eat on a regular basis, but I'm prepping for the holidays. So I'm trying out a couple of recipes. So this is something that I'll probably have just every now and then when I just want to have something cheesy. So give it a try. Take care.